Alright everybody, welcome to another E3 video, Pixel Junkies.
This is the E3 wrap-up video we're doing.
We're playing Halo 4 today.
The last game we'll ever play on Xbox.
Because what was it you said? You're done with it, Microsoft?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
No.
I'm just being kooky.
I just pre-ordered my Xbox today, actually. I'm gonna get some hate for that a bit. And I'll explain why later in this video, probably. Because right now I'm trying to kill Andrew.
How do you shoot a game?
I don't know. Is it B? Nope. Is it X? Nope. Okay. Go! Oh, I'm dead.
So,
oh, that was a fall.
So what did you think of the show?
So E3, press conferences.
Yeah. Did you see them all?
I watched all of the Sony one. I watched a good 3/4 of the Microsoft one. I didn't see any of the EA one. Yeah, take that.
Dang it.
Oh, flew into a trait. Yeah, so I mean there was a lot of games announced. They talked about the consoles and everything. Fuck's sakes. So yeah, the new Xbox. They really didn't talk a whole lot about the constraints in the press conference. They sort of just
they
talked about games.
focused on the games, yeah.
Yeah, which was good because they didn't talk about TV for an hour and a half again.
Yeah, but they also didn't clarify things.
No, yeah, they didn't clarify things. They didn't. You know, we mentioned in the last one. There's a certain number of accounts you can have on your Xbox, which I think we're under the impression now that it's not actually restricted by your IP address. It's actually,
it sounds like it's going to be open to 10 people that you can sign up as your family.
Yeah, so it's like those like the My5 thing for a phone where you can have unlimited texting with a certain number of people. Except now it's like you can share your game library with 10 friends.
Don't say library.
Library. Whatever. Yeah, so I mean that's actually pretty cool if that's the case. Oh shit. Hopefully it is.
It is cool.
And the cloud processing thing, I mean, they didn't really talk about much of that either, other than like here's what you can't do with it, or here's the limitations. And die already. There we go.
Damn it.
And yeah,
why does it take me 5 seconds to respawn? Didn't we set it to 3-second respawn?
Is that 3 seconds? I don't know, it's weird. Whatever. I don't know where you are. Oh yeah, this is capture the flag, I forgot. Stop being so cheap.
You're in the map.
I don't know what I was talking about.
E3.
E3. So yeah, I mean, Sony had a really good press conference.
It did.
They finally... What?
So everyone's saying that Sony won E3, and I guess I agree with them, but I think they won it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's great that the PS4 doesn't have any DRM, but I don't know. It's hard. It's difficult to say because I'm not particularly concerned with it on Xbox because Sony didn't come out and say, you know, no DRM. They just said no first-party DRM. So if publishers are going to be restricting the DRM for Xbox, why would they not restrict it for PlayStation as well? Why, like, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Sony's Sony's stance on things, it's like, well, we're not doing what Microsoft is doing with the constraints and the restrictions and all that. And at the end of the day, they're going to win by not really doing anything. I think Microsoft is doing the right thing by trying to move the industry forward in terms of the digital.
I need to change guns.
Why? No, man, I'm horrible. Horrible.
Oh, you're horrible. I'm bad. There you go.
Why is it taking me 5 seconds to respawn?
So I can get away. Can you ride a ghost while with a flag? No.
No, I don't think you can do much of anything with a flag.
That's stupid. Oh, that's gay. Yeah, I don't know. Microsoft is really bad at PR.
They're horrible at explaining things.
Yeah.
I think people would be much more interested in what Microsoft has going if they had some people, you know, competent people explaining why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah. I wasn't too concerned with much of the consoles though, honestly.
Oh no, it's all about the games, right?
Yeah, it is all about the games. My game of show was Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
There's
You didn't see it played?
Don't even care. Running an engine, that, Mirror's Edge, the sequel, confirmed. That's enough. Honestly.
Yeah.
And DICE are making it again, so what else? Can I get away? Oh. Oh, I'm running the wrong way.
What
Poop.
in the hell am I doing?
Run. Why are we playing this? I can't talk about goddamn. Can't talk about E3. It's just too intense.
I know.
Okay. So yeah, what games did they announce anything?
Who did?
At E3? Anything? Anybody?
Yeah, they announced a lot of stuff.
Were they had like a lot of previously announced games that they showed stuff on. What did they actually announce?
Killer Instinct.
Oh yeah, Killer Instinct. Killer
Remember
Instinct. That? Yeah. Oh, you're right there. We recorded a Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
A Killer Instinct special a little while ago, and I don't know if we mentioned it in the actual video, but and we haven't released it yet, but we talk about, I think, them remaking the game, and it was I guess good timing because they announced a remake at E3, so that's good. So if you watch our video and it sounds like, hey, how come you didn't know about the remake? It's because we recorded it before they announced it. So, but yeah, I mean, the like Forza 5 looks good as well. Where do I bring this fucking flag to? Oh, up there. Oh. Yeah. There we go.
Damn it.
Take that. What else? In Metal Gear, we saw the Metal Gear Solid with Yogurt Sutherland voicing Mr. Massive Boss.
Yeah, we finally saw the gameplay for Metal Gear. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, and I think Hideo Kojima said it's going to look even better on next-gen consoles.
That was running on current gen?
I don't know. That's what he said. I think he said it'll look better on next-gen.
Oh.
So I don't know what the hell that means. So
That's pretty cool.
Is that coming out on...
Yeah, it's coming out on current gen and next gen. Ah!
That was close. How come my time is so turbo long?
Because I did so well, I guess.
I know where you are. Oh. Oh yeah, what's this fire? Fire! Oh, it's a railgun. You asshole.
Crap.
That works.
So yeah, we'll just start at the beginning, I guess, about the Microsoft press conference.
Yeah, they basically just came out and said, Here's a bunch of here's a new Xbox 360 because we're gonna keep supporting that. And here, what? I gotta go all the way over there in like 2 seconds. Or
yeah.
Here's a new Xbox. Here's the new Xbox Live service. They're gonna have 2 new games, 2 free games for Gold members every month starting in July, which is pretty cool. And then yeah, they announced price and they talked about stuff. The new Xbox is gonna be $4.99.
How did I screw that up, Andrew? Come on.
Guns in the future take 12 years to charge up. Why don't you friggin' die? I'm running you over. Oh, I thought it would kill you. Man, die. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Why can't I shoot? You can do it in GTA. 500 years in the past. Why can't you? Alright, fuck this. Fuck you. Taking this.
Oh man.
Get back here. Maybe we should just play this. Talk about E3 later.
No. We're slowly getting through E3. Crap.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, and then, I don't know, so what happened at the Microsoft press conference?
So they went through the original Xbox. They announced some games like World of Tanks is coming to
Whatever.
360. Yeah, and then they started talking about the games on Xbox One, which is pretty cool.
It was very cool. They announced, well, they didn't announce, but they showed some Forza 5 gameplay, which I'm excited about. They showed the Metal Gear Solid gameplay trailer, which is cool.
Yeah.
And they, what else did they
Quantum
have?
Break.
Quantum Break.
Looks awesome. From what I saw.
Yeah.
Just the graphics alone were really good.
Yeah, it was very cinematic. They're making a TV show or something too about
Yeah,
it.
well, it's tied to a TV show that's shipping with the game.
Oh, okay. It's shipped. So is it? What does it come on? Is it on a TV channel? Or?
No, I think it's on a disc.
Oh, so you like?
So like based on your actions in the game, TV show changes as well.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So does that mean like?
Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that?
So does that mean like they said because achievements are going to be more dynamic now? Does it mean you're gonna have like achievements for the TV show as well? For watching the show.
I think the TV show is just like in the game. It's like the cutscenes for the game.
Oh.
But the TV show changes. I don't know, man.
I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
I guess so.
Which is, yeah, another thing, the dynamic achievements now. Achievements aren't going to be restricted to just games. And because they're not disc-based anymore, they're cloud-based. That actually means that publishers and developers will be able to add achievements to games whenever they want. And it won't necessarily... there'll be challenges and things as well. You'll be able to like have, I don't know, like double XP weekend, where you can get different awards for that as well. But they won't count towards your gamer score. They'll just be things that you can unlock. Where the fuck are you? Asshole. What's wrong with grenades, man? Oh, you did?
Crap.
I ran over you, or walked on you. Can you crouch in this?
I don't think so.
No, can't teabag in a mech. Okay, and... was that it?
Killer Instinct, like we said.
Yeah, Killer Instinct. Yeah, remake of that.
Pretty much all, you know, that was pretty much their conference.
Yeah, they announced Minecraft Xbox One Edition.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly the same as the game on this. Except it's compatible with Xbox One now, and it means you gotta buy it again, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they'll have more achievements, hopefully.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. Or new achievements.
But yeah, that was their conference.
That was pretty much it. And
so they're doing a really bad job at explaining things to the public, and I think that's why everybody hates the idea of the Xbox so much, the new one.
Well, it is a bit dickish, though, all the same. Because they Jeff Keighley, GTTV, was talking to Don Matrick, and he said, like, oh yeah, if I was someone who didn't have an internet connection, or at least a persistent internet connection, I would be upset as well. That was his response.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, we're the problem, but, you know, fuck you. Where did you jump to then? Oh. But I mean, I don't know, like, for most people, for the most part, you're not without an internet connection for very long, unless like your internet provider goes down or, you know, something.
Right.
Something happens. For them, I mean, and people are just thinking about, like, well, what if I won't be able to play games? What if, you know, what if 10 years in the future, when the Xbox One servers go down, I'm not going to be able to play any of my games? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But for now, I mean, I think Xbox One looks pretty legit. That was a fail. Okay, you just randomly jumped over me, and then all of a sudden we're in my thing. Hovercraft.
No. No.
Why you no die? Here we go. And then EA's press conference. No idea what happened other than the Mirror's Edge trailer.
They announced a new Plants vs. Zombies game.
Oh, yes, yeah, I saw that.
Garden Warfare.
They made it look like Battlefield at the beginning, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh. Okay.
Mirror's Edge. They announced the new Battlefront.
Yeah, new Star Wars game.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I wish they had shown more, but, you know, they only had the license for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's still pretty conceptual at this phase.
Yeah.
Did they actually show any? Was it, or was it CG?
It was CG.
Okay. I didn't watch it. And then Sony's press conference.
No, then it was Ubisoft's press conference.
Oh, was it? Well,
yeah.
I didn't watch Ubisoft's press conference either.
The Ubisoft one was pretty good. I think. Who's that?
So, what?
What's her name? The one that was hosting it? Aisha Taylor? Was that her name?
I don't know.
She did last year's as well.
Does she have a mole?
Mole?
Yeah, does she have a mole on her face?
No.
Okay.
I don't think. Not that I noticed.
This is a redundant game mode. Anyway, yeah, I don't know who she is. Maybe. Oh, whatever. But did they play? Was that? What press conference did they have? That was Sony press conference, wasn't it? That they played Assassin's Creed?
Yeah. They didn't play it at the Ubisoft press conference, I don't think.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
But they showed trailers for it, obviously.
Yeah.
And they played Watch Dogs, which is going to be great.
Yeah, the game's going to be super awesome. We're excited to play that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a series on that or something. Or definitely a special at the very least.
Yeah.
At some point. I think it'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know what else they announced at the thing. This is such a stupid game mode for two people.
After that, they showed... What did they show? I think they showed another stupid dancing game that nobody wants. And
Michael Jackson's Moving Pieces. You get points for that?
Yeah.
I thought you had to have both flags there.
We turned that off.
Oh. That's stupid. Poop. Poop! I would have just been trying to get my flag then if you hadn't. Whatever.
But there's also that other Tom Clancy game.
Oh yes, did they announce it at the Ubisoft one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called The Division. Or something like that, right?
Yeah, The Division.
It's basically...
I think it's Tom Clancy. It might...
No, it's Tom Clancy.
It is?
Can you... Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's basically an MMO, really.
Yeah. Well, it is an MMO. It's an MMORPG set in modern day, but not really.
And surprise, surprise, New York.
Yeah.
Except it's okay. Well, yeah, it's in New York. What? Okay, whatever. Yeah, so it's an apocalypse game. Also, surprise, surprise. But yeah, you can team up with your buddies, whatever. You run around New York, getting supplies. You can face NPCs. You can also face other groups of people, like actual people, players. And yeah, it looks really good. You go watch the is this a sort of gameplay trailer? It looks really good. And there's also like a tablet version as well, so like you can play it on your tablet. Drop in as like a UAV thing, like a little sky robot, fly around and shoot people, help out your buddies.
Right.
Which is cool. I wasn't too excited about that when I first saw it, like yay, another apocalypse game, but it actually looks really good. Tom Clancy's take on the apocalypse doesn't involve zombies. Which is cool. So, and then Nintendo... What?
No, then it was the Sony conference.
Yeah, I was just going to say Nintendo didn't have one.
Oh.
But, yeah, then Sony's press conference. They, that one was actually a pretty good press conference. They sort of came out, they unveiled the console.
Yeah, they showed what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good.
Looks like an italic Xbox One.
It looks like a PS2, actually.
Yeah, it does look reminiscent of a PS2, which is nice. Why aren't you dying? I'm running over you.
Apparently I killed you.
That doesn't make any sense. That's why I don't play this game multiplayer, because it doesn't make sense. At least you can see your feet, though. They showed a very... what did they show? I don't even remember.
At Sony?
Yeah.
I don't remember the order they showed things. They showed off... they didn't show Killzone again. But they showed off Infamous.
You detonate stuff. Oh.
Like that.
Like that.
They showed Infamous, which looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks a lot better than their trailer they showed a couple of weeks ago. Or months ago, whenever it was. A month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Or a couple, whatever it was, 18 days. Was it? I don't even remember. Who cares?
Yeah, something like that. And then, were there any other?
There's no real exclusive stuff.
Yeah. Was there any other first-party game?
No, I don't think so.
Besides Killzone and Infamous.
Correct us if we're wrong.
Drive Club.
Drive Club, yeah, it's not first party though, is it?
Drive Club is first party, yeah.
Oh.
I think it's exclusive.
It's exclusive, yeah. They showed Gran Turismo as well. They talked about PS3 for a little while, but yeah. I don't know. It doesn't. They're like, yeah, you know, here's here's PS3 stuff. Now here's PS4 stuff. More or less, like here's Xbox 360 stuff. Here's Xbox One stuff. It's kind of the same format.
Yeah.
And they talked about I just had it and I forgot. We're really sparse this one. I think we're paying too much attention to the game.
We are. Last one was better.
Yeah. Maybe we should have taken notes.
Yeah.
this mech.
Yeah, we kind of had a script last time. Now we're just kind of...
Yeah, we're winging it.
Whatever.
They announced the price, though. The shocker of the show was... yeah, by the way, PS4 doesn't have DRM. You can trade games, and it doesn't require online checks.
With this, yeah, and there was a super awesome, loud applause at that.
Yeah.
And then they announced the price, which is $100 less than the Xbox.
Yeah, $399. So that was a huge standing ovation, which is probably what they won their...
Yeah, that's what won them the show.
Yeah.
Crap.
That was easy. Protect your flag! Protect your flag! Sorry. So yeah, and then that's why they really won the award. But I think Nintendo really dropped the ball on the show. I think their whole approach was even worse than Microsoft's. They're like, oh, we don't. So what is Nintendo Direct? What is that?
That's the.
Is that like a Nintendo service?
Yeah, it's this Nintendo show they have.
That's all.
It's not an E3 thing. It's.
Can you watch it on the internet?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was like you watch it on your Wii or something.
No.
I've never heard of Nintendo Direct before.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, okay, that kind of sounds like you need to own a Wii in order to watch it. So I didn't even look for it.
Oh.
Which I thought was stupid because, like, okay, you're only going to advertise your products to people who already own your products. Which seemed stupid to me. And because they never had a press conference. I thought that was stupid. I love watching press conferences.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't have a press conference.
Because they don't have anything to talk about.
I guess.
It's like, here's a new Mario game, here's a new Zelda game, here's a new Donkey Kong game, and here's a CG trailer for Smash Bros. They're just like, they find a series that's successful, and then they milk the shit out of it for 30 years. I mean, no offense to Nintendo. I mean, I know a lot of people love Nintendo, and I guess they do actually make fun games, but they make the same games over and over and over again.
Nintend's playing it really safe this year. They're not taking any risks.
By not
at all.
supporting any third-party publishers or really encouraging them.
Although Call of Duty's coming out on Wii U. The new.
But didn't they talk about when the Wii U was new? Didn't they want to sort of?
Come on, respawn!
You can hold X to respawn.
What?
You can hold X to respawn. Anyway, I thought when they announced the Wii U, they were talking about, like, we want... Oh. I wasn't paying attention. I thought they were talking about we're going to support more, or we're going to try and get more third-party publishers to actually play our games. Or not play our games, to make games for our console. And then now, like, nobody wants to make games for them.
Oh, awesome.
EA's not doing anything. the only game that I know of, although I mean Assassin's Creed might come out on it maybe.
Oh, you can't hold X.
Yeah. And Call of Duty's coming out on it. But again, the graphical fidelity is way lower than PS4 and Xbox One. Did you go buy me again?
No.
Yes, you did.
Ubisoft actually came out and told Nintendo that if you want us to make more games for your system, sell more systems.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, their sales are horrible. They came out at a really bad time and made a console with no games for it. Like, there was no... All the games they announced at E3 this year should have been launch games. Honestly, I think. Because there was no reason, like, everyone...
Oh, I agree.
And Nintendo fans were like, oh, yeah, well, now I can actually have an excuse to use my Wii U again. It's been collecting dust since last Christmas. So, I mean, yeah, like, they said we need more first-party titles. Whatever his name is, Reggie... whatever...
Fils-Aimé.
Fils-Aimé?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tresemme. Yeah. Well, he had an interview. It was the only thing I could watch, really, that had anything to do with Nintendo was the GT TV interview with him and Jeff Keighley again. And Jeff is just more or less like, yeah, how come none of these awesome games are coming out on your console again? You're sort of being a little bit like, oh yeah, here's all these cool games. Are they coming out on Nintendo? Nope, because we got Mario. And Mario's better than Watch Dogs. Because you haven't seen Mario in 6 weeks.
His philosophy is that people love the Mario games, and the Nintendo platform is the only platform you can play Mario on.
Yeah, but who cares?
Well, Mario fans, I guess.
But like you can buy an N64 for dirt and then buy a copy of the Mario 64 and that's it. That's all you need right there. You don't need 2 more or 3 more consoles after that to have another Mario game on it. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, a Call of Duty box.
Yeah.
If there's a console just for Call of Duty, that's the equivalent to Nintendo. Oh, buy the Activision console, you can the only place to play Call of Duty. Which, I guess I shouldn't have said that, because Activision will do that now, and they'll sell millions of consoles just so people can play their beloved Call of Duty.
No!
You did again. I mean, like, what was in the trailer? They're talking about Call of Duty Ghosts.
Crap.
Oh, fish swim away from you when you get close to them. And then they show the video of Mario 64 or something where the fish are swimming away from you.
Yeah. I know.
I don't know.
Did you watch the Call of Duty walkthrough?
Nope.
Oh.
I don't really care, to be honest. But there's nothing about Ghosts impressed me at all. It's the same game again. Really, like,
That should have killed you.
What did they change about Ghosts? Like, what's new?
Not very much.
It's another...
You got a dog now.
It's about a dog, which I would imagine is going to die at the end of the game. That's the only reason they would try to make some sort of emotional ploy.
Probably.
And, the graphics are pretty much still the same. They just put another veneer of post-processing over the top.
Why are you dying?
Because I'm awesome. Well, I don't even know where you are. Shoot a rocket, for Christ's sake. Shoot a rocket!
This is doing dick all.
That worked. I'll just stay here.
I don't like the, what's that called? Mantis?
I don't know, man.
I don't like the Mantis.
An OP mech.
Yeah. Should not be a multiplayer. We should have disabled him.
Maybe. But now I can think about what I'm trying to say. Because I don't need to pay attention.
Yeah.
Shoot a rocket. Oh, you're just gonna go over there. Oh, because it reset. I see.
No, I landed in the thing. Crap.
I wonder what happens if I do this. Oh, I can't do it.
Nothing.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know how it landed on its feet. Yeah, and so I don't know. I'm not. Everyone's like, "Oh, Nintendo's the winner of the show." Like, how? They didn't show anything new at all. There was no original content at all. The friggin' Wii Fit misses is in Smash Bros. Now. Like, what the hell is that?
And the Animal Crossing Villager and Mega Man. They're all in the new Smash Bros.
So what? Who cares?
I wonder if some of the other characters are still in there. Like Snake. I wonder if Snake's still in it.
This is Keith Sutherland. Yogurt Sutherland. Oh, you asshole. So yeah, Mirror's Edge for me. Mirror's Edge.
So in your eyes, who do you think won E3?
Of the 3?
Of the 3 big ones, yeah.
Nintendo is out, and Microsoft sucks at PR, so I'm gonna say Sony.
Yeah?
Even though I'm... Everyone's hating on the Xbox One, but I'm actually kind of excited for it a little bit. Just as much as the PlayStation, really. But press conference-wise, I think Sony had they had a better handle on what they were...
They definitely had the better press conference, Sony did.
They knew what they were trying to get across.
Okay, let me ask another question. Who do you think...
How do you jump at
Well,
this?
what are you most excited for?
Whoops.
What
Console?
console-wise, what are you most
Oh,
excited
definitely
for?
Wii U.
Oh,
Wii U, yeah. I'm right now because there's no real. I'm more excited for Xbox. I'll be honest.
Me too.
Because there's nothing exclusive coming out for Sony right away, or for the PS4 right away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Xbox just because they've announced the release date for one thing, so it has a feasible, like, I know when it's coming out now.
Wait, what was the release date?
21st of November.
Oh, right on.
Like, God damn it, stop getting out. I'm trying to jump and I keep hitting X. Can you jump in this?
Nope.
Oh, why can't you jump?
Because it's a mech.
I don't give a shit. You see District 9 when a thing friggin' dove in the air and caught a rocket? Why can't you do that in this? But yeah, I'm more excited for Xbox because of Forza 5, I'll be honest. It's stupid, because it's probably just the same as Forza 4. But I'm looking forward to that. Because it looks amazing.
Can you hijack these?
Maybe. You want to try?
I just did.
You did a pretty poor job of it.
I know, there was no X prompt. Not that I could see anyway.
So yeah. I think if, in a couple of years' time, I think the way Microsoft is approaching this is probably going to be more socially acceptable. I think they're a bit ahead of their time on it. They're doing this a bit too early, but I like the idea because if everything is tied to your account now, hopefully with the next systems, you're not going to need to rebuy everything. It'll already be part of your account. And because there's no because of the DRM, you don't need to put discs in the tray anymore. It's more like,
I think they've got good intentions with with doing what they're doing. I understand why they're doing it.
Yeah.
I still don't think the Steam marketplace is going to work like they want it to on a console.
Well, no, because Microsoft's first-party prices, you're never going to get the same deals even close to what you're going to get on Steam.
That being said, the fact that their model would result in more money going to developers and themselves, whatever.
Which would probably stand for bigger budgeted games.
Bigger budgeted games, possibly lower prices, but the reason the lower prices probably aren't going to happen this gen is because of Sony now not doing the same, right?
I think personally Microsoft could take this back if they could sort of strike a deal with developers to lower prices for Xbox because there's no DRM.
If they did that,
that would be the end of it.
Yeah.
They would get their sales back from a shitty PR at E3 just from that. Because if you think about it, if you still need to go to the store to buy a game for your PlayStation 4, I mean, you wouldn't have to. I'm sure you can get it I'm sure you'll be able to get it on the PlayStation Store. But for Xbox, because of the you sort of can't trade and you can't do all that stuff, then it removes the legal bullshit side of things, and you'd be able to lower the prices if you bought it online only. So because there's no disc, you're not actually buying something. There's no middleman. There's no, like what we talked about before in the last episode. You're cutting out all the actual physical part of it. You're cutting out the shipping. You're cutting out the manufacturing.
I don't think that stuff costs that much. What drives up the prices in the the current market is licensing fees. So you're not paying for the box and the manual and all that. And the disc. That's not very expensive. You're paying for your license to the game. You're also paying for a future license to the game. So the used game market. Right?
Yeah.
You're paying for that license so someone else can use it.
Which you would cut out if only you're allowed to use it.
If you cut out the used game market, like Microsoft is doing, or trying to do, you don't have. There's no need for that. No need for that license again.
Yeah, behind the rock.
Ah, crap.
Come on, run! No, run behind the thing. Fuck you.
Look, it's Dave.
It's Dave, or it's our pal Dave. From that episode of something that you don't know about yet. Well, I'm gonna get back in my mech. Where it's safe.
Nope.
So yeah, again, if Microsoft could lower prices, it would definitely give them an advantage.
Oh, definitely.
Sony's sticking it to more old school for sure.
Yeah,
Which
they've,
is
they've
comfortable.
got a more... Yeah, it's comfortable, but I don't know if it's going to hurt the marketplace in a few years when, you know...
Well, it might hurt Sony.
Yeah, it's going to hurt Sony in a few years, is what I'm saying, with the drive to move digital and all that.
Yeah, because I mean, CDs are dead, really. I mean, the only reason you use a CD is because you buy games at a store. But I mean, if internet speeds are getting faster now, and
where was I going?
I don't even know. If it becomes more practical to just download a game without having to leave your house and spend gas money in your car to go down to the store and pick up a game, and you can just get it at your house in a couple minutes, why would you bother going to the store? That's, I mean, and obviously a lot of people don't have super fast internet speed at the moment, but it's definitely becoming more popular. So hopefully, I'd say in 5 to 10 years, maybe, I mean, the fiscal cycle might, for the consoles might be almost close to done by then, but Microsoft is still ahead of their time on this one. If that becomes a more viable option. Because I'd say internet speeds in the States are a lot faster than even here. Most of it here.
No, they're not actually.
They're not?
No.
Apparently Canadians have faster internet than the
well,
States.
some Canadians.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the idea of having all my games tied to an account and being able to take it everywhere. The always online
Oh, you can
thing...
crouch in this.
Oh, you can. The always online thing, I think they're going to have to change after the E3 fiasco. Fiasco?
Fiasco.
Fiasco is what I said, and not what I meant.
Fiasco. The fiscal cycle of a fiasco.
Yeah. Fiasco. After the E3 fiasco,
You can walk crouched in this.
Why?
Oh, wait, there's a... Yeah, I'm being sneaky.
Oh. Is it working?
I don't know, you're shooting at me, so probably not.
They're going to have to extend the time to like once a week or something.
Yeah, I think that seems more like...
People would be so much more accepting of that than once every 24 hours.
I think if a game, like, prefers it, or whatever, like, then that's fine.
I mean, obviously a multiplayer game, you're going to have to be connected. Obviously.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And I understand the reason behind the online checks even for single player games, because if you can trade your licenses in, right?
Yeah.
If there's no check there to know that you don't have a license anymore, then you would just be able to play your game forever, right? Xbox.
I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
Well, I think, I mean, you're connected to the internet. I don't think it's like I'm going to check the internet now, it's been 24 hours. I think you trade your game to someone, it'll run it by the Microsoft servers, and then you don't own the game anymore. Which, you know, I don't know if that'll occur once every day. I don't know what merits them having to check once a day. Yeah, it may not even be relevant. You may not trade. You may not do anything that requires online at all for a month. I don't know why it would need to check every single day, even though I guess it probably does, just to make sure or whatever. But I don't know. It seems it should be every now and then. I know I'm only basing this off of what Dan Greenwald said about Forza 5, because they said, you know, there's no actual AI in the game now. It's all based on data that everyone else has sort of uploaded to their servers. So somebody drives around a racetrack and how they drive the car determines what the AI will do later in your game even. So you're basically, fundamentally, you're racing against other people, which is cool. And I mean, I understand that because obviously you're not going to be driving against the same 8 people all the time. You're going to be driving against new people. And he said, if you're offline for 24 hours, then once every 24 hours it will check and it'll upload new AI. So I guess it may be a thing where it's constantly downloading new AI to your game.
Yeah.
But if you're for some reason can't connect for 24 hours, then it will only connect once to download new
Still don't know
ghosts.
how they're gonna handle the internet cap.
Yeah, I don't.
That's still a big if. I mean, Aaron and I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Fiber op.
But yeah, a lot of people still have that cap where they get charged if they go over a certain limit.
Yeah, and that's obviously...
And it isn't just Microsoft. This PlayStation's going to be bringing down just as much data.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, they're all really reliant on cloud services now. I don't think Sony has, or the PS4 doesn't have any really reliant cloud processing, but they're still using it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that might even be beneficial, really, to internet providers because people are going to be demanding like no restrictions on their internet because it's going to make it really hard to use. People are going to be switching over to other providers. So that may, in some abstract way, actually help internet providers give people better internet for, decent money because what we're paying for now, what me and Andrew are paying for now with fiber op is way better than... I think I saw a commercial for like 250 gig monthly cap at 24 megabytes, or not megabytes, megabits per second for like a $99 a month.
Yeah, that's...
Which is $10 more than we're spending now. And it's like not even, it's a quarter of the speed.
Yeah. And
we don't have a cap. So I mean, internet is obviously going to need to get better. In order for these, they're really not. Hopefully, the internet needs to get better. They're saying they're future-proofing them, but if internet still sucks 5 years from now, then the consoles aren't going to work. I don't know where you are again.
We probably don't have to finish this.
I think we've talked about it all. Once again, Nintendo doesn't have any surprises.
Xbox. I think Xbox is the safer bet, to be honest. I know everybody's super PlayStation, pro PlayStation right now, and I can totally see why Xbox.
Oh shit! Press the same button again.
You can't do this, you can't do that. They haven't really been telling people why they can't do it. It's just that,
I think it's, in a way, kind of smart. It's stupid, but it's kind of smart because they're putting all of the bad news out there now, and they should obviously back that up with, like, here's an example why and how good it can be. But they're basically just coming out now and saying, here's all the shit you can't do, here's stuff, here's all the restrictions, thanks for watching.
Yeah, but E3 was, like, their time to...
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, okay.
Apparently you need to switch weapons in order to shoot a rocket. For some reason. Anyway, yeah.
Apparently the game finished?
Apparently the game's finished. And so are we, maybe.
Yeah, I like the Xbox right now. There are just more games, more Xbox exclusive games that interest me. Like Dead Rising 3. That game looks so awesome.
Yeah, is
so
Quantum
great.
Break exclusive? I don't think so, is it?
What?
Is Quantum Break
Yeah,
exclusive?
that's exclusive.
There's another exclusive game.
Yeah. Killer Instinct exclusive.
Killer Instinct is
New
exclusive.
Halo game is exclusive. All the big games that were showing off, like Assassin's Creed and...
Minecraft, again, is exclusive.
Minecraft is exclusive. Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Division.
Is Division exclusive?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I don't know why I said good, but right.
What's the new Bungie game called? Destiny. They showed Destiny off. That looks really good.
Yeah.
That's pretty much a new like a new Halo game, but better.
That's what we thought was Halo meets Borderlands.
Yeah, that pretty much describes it. Those are all multi-platform releases, along with Mirror's Edge and probably Battlefront, all multi-platform. So you're going to be able to play all those games on Xbox, along with, the
all
exclusive
the
games. Yeah. And Sony brought Killzone and Infamous and a couple others probably. But I mean, they didn't show off this new awesome Naughty Dog game, because apparently that studio has 2 games going on. Why didn't we see a tease at that? Show off something amazing.
Microsoft has better exclusives. Because
they paid so much money for them, and they're doing such a piss poor job at explaining to the consumer why it would be a good idea. Why all these restrictions are happening. They're doing such a bad job at explaining why. It's like, why even bother spending all this money on the exclusive games?
Yeah.
Because you're just driving people away.
They could have just come out and said, here's games.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, really, in the end, that's what people are going to buy the console for, is the game, not because of the console. It's still funny that they came out and said all this bad stuff about Xbox, but in the end, it's still Xbox is probably the better console just because of the exclusive titles it has over Sony right now. Anyway, they don't really have any titles that I'm drawn to other than Watch Dogs, but that's multi-platform. That was really the only reason I was going to get I got an achievement. That was really the only reason I thought about getting the PS4 was for Watch Dogs, but that's coming out for Xbox as well now, so who knows. Anyway, yeah, so that's E3 wrapped up in a bit, or in however long it was, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Was it really? Holy crap, it's 50 minutes. Alright.
It might be more or less, because, we're not watching the video, we're in it. So, yeah. So that's E3 post wrap-up show thing. And we were playing Halo 4, which I already said.
Kind of completely going back on everything we said in the last video about the Xbox.
Yeah, really though.
You gotta read between the lines, people. You can't go by just what's been shown. Read up on what the Xbox is and what it does. Some things are pretty shit. Some things sound really good. Go PlayStation if you want pretty much exactly the same as current gen.
If you want to spite Microsoft and being able to trade your game simply by handing it to another person, then buy PlayStation. But if you want a console that has a lot of potential and at the moment much better exclusive games, then buy Xbox. And if you for some reason don't like good games and like playing the same games over and over again, you can either get a job at Activision or you can buy a Nintendo Wii U. So, or
it's a pretty good way to end it off, I think.
Yeah. So good night or good evening or good morning. Thanks for watching us first thing in the morning, if it's morning where you are. Now
it's probably like 1:15
insert time here.
1:15 a.m. right now. Someone look at their clock. That's gonna freak someone out. Because it's like, whoa.
Or it could be 2 or even 3.
How did you get it exactly right?
How did you get exactly right? Yeah. You should go to sleep. All right, good night.
You probably have work tomorrow.